Hi, I'm your 5 minutes friend, Charles G. Wood. I'm very glad that you joined me for the 8th edition of the program 5 Minutes Talk. 5 Minutes Talk is brought to you by Light to Youth, helping youth in their walk with God. In today's edition of the program, we are going to be looking at the life of Father Abraham in continuation of our series on character study. From the very start, we see that Abraham demonstrated his faith in God through obedience. That was when God asked Abraham, leave your father home and go to a place I will show you. And Abraham obeyed. He obeyed to go to a place he knew nothing about. He did not even know where he was going. So my brother, my sister, what is that thing that we are holding on to that we don't want to leave, even though God is asking us to stop holding on to it? So we have to be like our father Abraham, to be willing to leave it. Even though we may say, if I leave this, if I stop this, I don't know what will be the outcome of my life. But my brother, my sister, I want to ask us today to be like our father Abraham, to be able to leave our comfort zone, to enter somewhere we know nothing about, because God is asking us to do so. Another thing we can learn from our father Abraham is this. We look at the time he was about to part ways with his nephew Lot. At this time, we can learn two things quickly. The first being the selflessness of our father Abraham. Abraham, he was the older person. He had the right to choose first. But he decided to ask his nephew Lot to choose. And that actually demonstrates to the hardest how much our father Abraham was selfless. So I want to ask us today, how well do we think of other people? If I'm to ask you, what are your top 5 plans for 2021? Would it be something like improving my life, number 2, improving my life, up to number 5, improving my life? Or are you thinking about other people? That is improving the life of other people. We should not just want the best for ourselves. We should consider other people in our decision making. Let us be like our father Abraham. Now let us see what the next thing we can learn from the situation surrounding the parting of ways of Lot and Abraham. Now Lot has been given the chance to choose, to be the first person to choose which side he will go. Lot, when he look around, he look at the two sides. Here are the things he considered. He looked at somewhere that was flourishing, somewhere that was green. That's what he was looking for. So again, when he looked, he was looking at somewhere that would give him good produce. So he decided to go by land near Sodom and Gomorrah. And we all know the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. So I want to ask you, my brother, my sister, today, when we are making decisions to move to a new community, a new country, or take on a new job, or maybe go to a new school, what do we consider? Are we just looking at how much it will impact our income, or do we take into consideration how much it will impact our Christianity? Maybe we don't even look at how much it will impact our Christianity. We just look at how much it will impact societal respect for our life. My brother, my sister, I'm asking us today that we should not be like Lot. No, not at all. At the top of what we consider when we are moving to a new community, or a new country, or a new school, or taking a new job, should be how much that will affect our Christian life. Another thing we can learn from the life of Abraham is that when God made promises, the time he made the promise and the time of actualization, human sense can be far apart. So at times we want to help God out. That was the case for Abraham and Sarah when God promised them a child. But because the time was taking too long in your human sense, like Sarah talked Abraham into having child with Hagar, which he did, something that was against God's will. My brother, my sister, let us not be like them in this case. Let us wait on God. No matter how long we have to wait for, let us be patient. Thank you very much for being with me on the 5 Minutes Talk. I have been your 5 Minutes friend, Charles Peary. Please do not forget to like and follow our page. And remember to follow us next week Saturday as we continue learning from the life of our father Abraham. Thank you very much. I'm very glad that you've been with me, and I hope you'll be with me next week.